man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties.
Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On play action, Cousins looking downfield for Dez. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
21. Hey, gun.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, switch gears.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Check 52. Watch the safety creep.
Check. Lucky. Check three. Hey, alert.
65.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
21.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Shift, watch the shift. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Back.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
21.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Sponge.
This is Coleman. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
55. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. You go
11.
check. Check hot route. Hot. Shit.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pick the edge. Come. Slam. He's checking. Crash. Check 4.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, we're good. Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd down, Cousins. The open man is Smith. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 52 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And it's caught. And he will score. score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Lock, lock, lock.
10. Check your hot read. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Who that? Who that?
Shoot, shoot. 12, 12.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Check 99. Check 99.
Coleman. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Hey, gun, gun.
Check 26, check 26. Joker, 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 joker. Hey, hey, watch heads, watch heads. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, here's Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Line 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, check.
21, 21.
Check, check, check. Slam, slam.
49, check 49.
Coleman now. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 25.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Slam, slam. 36, 36.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 24, Cousins. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing, Cousins. And this is Cook with the ground. 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Forced out to his left. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
There.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone?
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
He's going to try and go deep again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
21. Come to my world.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. Following the interception, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. 11. Undercrunch. Check. Crunch. Check.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the mark.
Here we go. 54. Mike, 54. Record. Jim. Show it. Hey, alert. Watch the whip. Shift.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
There we go. Check. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They will run again with Coleman. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, this is Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
Now Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Here we go. 180.
54. Switch, switch, switch.
13. 13.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
On first down, Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I got it. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Kill, kill, kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
It's been a long day for you. Check 24, check 24. 25, check 25, check 25. 2, 2. Patch 2. Switch.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, switch gears.
They run for it with Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Lucky. Check three. Hey, alert three. I got you. Go ahead.
Now it's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will. On the defense, was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Shift. He's coming. Double up.
White.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Breida, he'll try the right side. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Spot. 11.
No. Check. You go tight. Tight right there.
They'll try and run for it.
Let's go. Come on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 10 at the 27-yard line.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They run with Breida. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 50. SOS.
Here's Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check your hot read. Check. Fresno. Shim.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 40.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
11.
Check 26.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.